The man first tied the girl's hands and then locked her feet. However, she did not resist at all because she knew this was their secret game. Chris was a billionaire CEO, but he had a dark obsession that no one knew about. That day, while enjoying his honeymoon with his wife Anna, he suddenly received a call from his security chief. A massive fire had burned down the company's main server room. Security footage showed an intruder, but strangely, he had not stolen any important company data, only Chris's personal information. Chris didn't recognize the man, but Anna did immediately. It was her former boss, Jack. Years ago, Jack had harassed Anna at work, but after HR intervened, he was fired. Now it seemed he hadn't forgotten and was out for revenge, this time targeting her wealthy husband. Realizing the gravity of the situation, Chris decided to cut their honeymoon short. Anna was a little disappointed, but with everything going on, there was no way she could enjoy herself. Even though she knew her husband was incredibly rich, stepping into his world still left her stunned. Chris assigned 2 bodyguards to protect her, and even hired a personal maid to take care of her needs. Their home was meticulously organized, and she didn't have to lift a finger for anything, not even cooking. The sudden shift in lifestyle overwhelmed her. She didn't like the feeling of being placed on a pedestal. Instead, she longed to be treated as an equal. Not only had her life changed completely, but so had her career. Anna was promoted to a high-ranking position, and her new office was stunning. Her best friend Liz came to congratulate her, but Anna failed to notice the envy in Liz's eyes. Later, Chris surprised Anna by driving her to a beautiful countryside house. She had once casually mentioned that she liked it, and to her astonishment, Chris had bought it for her. To modernize the old mansion, Chris hired a famous designer. However, the designer's behavior was inappropriate. She flirted openly with Chris right in front of Anna. This infuriated Anna, and her anger was enough to make the designer back off. That moment made Anna realize she had to embrace her new status and stop giving other women a chance to get too close to her husband. On the way home, she drove recklessly to celebrate her victory, losing her bodyguards in the process. But suddenly, a black car appeared, following her closely. With Chris guiding her over the phone, Anna sped through the city, making sharp turns until she finally lost the tailing vehicle. Chris pulled her into a tight embrace, trying to calm her down. But the real nightmare was yet to come. That night, unusual noises alerted the bodyguards, but the armed intruder refused to surrender. Just as he started ranting, another bodyguard sneaked up behind him and pointed a gun at his head. Outnumbered, the intruder was finally captured. When Anna got a closer look, she was shocked. It was Jack. The police arrived and found a note inside Jack's car. It had only one sentence: "You owe me for life." Anna had no idea what it meant and assumed Jack was just seeking revenge. To help her move on, Chris arranged a luxurious vacation for her. The extravagant getaway helped her relax, and she even bought a stunning dress to express her gratitude to Chris in a special way. However, things took an unexpected turn. As soon as she returned from the trip, the police contacted her again. Jack had denied all charges, claiming he was the real victim. He insisted that Anna had once pursued him, and after he rejected her, she spread false rumors of harassment, getting him fired. He said he had only visited her that night to clear things up. Anna was speechless. Luckily, the judge wasn't as gullible as the police. Holding a knife to someone's throat was hardly a way to talk things out. Still, since it was Jack's first offense, he was granted bail. On one condition: he had to pay $500,000. Anna knew he could never afford that and felt reassured that he'd be stuck in jail for a while. She rushed to share the news with Chris and also revealed something else. She was pregnant with his child. But instead of excitement, Chris reacted with anger. Anna understood his fear. He was an orphan who had grown up in foster care, and he worried he wouldn't be a good father. He just needed time to process it. Later that night, Chris came home drunk, but seemed to have changed his mind about the baby. Anna felt relieved, until she saw a message on his phone. It was from his ex-girlfriend, thanking him for the drinks. Anna felt completely betrayed and spent the entire night awake. The next morning, Chris tried to apologize, but Anna had already started doubting their marriage. Her work kept her busy, but just when she was at her lowest, Jack returned. She picked up the phone, and to her horror, it was Jack speaking, but he was using Chris's sister's phone. His words made no sense, but there was no time to think. He demanded $5 million within 2 hours, threatening to kill her if she told Chris. To save her sister-in-law's life, Anna knew she had no choice but to comply. If you enjoyed this thrilling movie explanation, like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting content. Stay tuned for the next twist.